In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use Google Spark. Google Spark is designed to act like a personal AI agent for productivity. The big idea is that it can work behind the scenes across your Google apps and keep handling tasks in the cloud, even when you are not actively using your computer. That means it is built to save time on repetitive digital work and help automate parts of your routine. To get started, go to the Gemini Spark page and switch into the Spark interface. This is where you'll interact with the tool and tell it what you want done. Once you are inside, it helps to think of Google Spark as having three main features that work together: tasks, skills, and schedules. Understanding these three areas is really the key to using Spark effectively. First, there are tasks. Tasks are for one-time jobs or individual actions you want Spark to complete. For example, you might ask it to scan your inbox for urgent emails, review information, or organize content in a spreadsheet. This is the best place to start if you are new to Spark, because it lets you test what the AI can do with a single request. When creating a task, be as clear as possible about the outcome you want. The more specific your instruction is, the better Spark can respond. Next, there are skills. Skills allow you to teach Spark your personal preferences so it knows how you like things done. This is useful when you want more consistency in the way tasks are handled. Instead of repeating the same guidance over and over, you can use skills to shape Spark's behavior around your working style. Over time, this can make the tool feel more personalized and more efficient, especially if you regularly use it for similar types of work. The third feature is schedules. Schedules let you automate recurring work by assigning tasks to happen at specific times or based on certain triggers. For instance, you can have Spark run something automatically every Friday afternoon or at another recurring time that fits your workflow. This is especially helpful for routine responsibilities that you do not want to remember manually each time. So, to use Google Spark well, start by entering the Spark interface in Gemini, then use tasks for one-time requests, skills for teaching preferences, and schedules for ongoing automation. If you begin with simple actions first, it becomes much easier to build confidence and expand into more advanced workflows. That's how to start using Google Spark in a practical, efficient way.